Market perspective, not bad. But let's wait and watch what the end result will be. The first rates will come up on your screen. And let's wait and watch if indeed some of the high flyers of yesterday are taking a bit of a pullback or no. Just quick 30 seconds really of the market check, because this will change very, very dramatically. For now, about 1% lower. Let's see if this changes. Let's just get the heat map up, because I'm sure the mid caps and small caps are also down. Just let's show some of those individual stocks. A deep gash of red actually, because we are now down about 1.5% already. We're talking about giving up some of the gains that we did yesterday, and that's precisely what's happening, because we are now down 2%. The Adani twins leading the losses, then the PSUs following suit, L&T down about 4%. I must warn you that this picture too could change, but for now, the market seems to have made up its mind that it is not in a mood to reward stocks the way it was rewarding it yesterday. Tamanna.
Absolutely. I think till the numbers are clear, that's probably what is going to happen. And even as I go through all of the stocks today and what is not working, simply put, everything that was up yesterday is down today. If I had to give you the short story, so RVNL down 7%, 7.5%, NHPC, Bharat Dynamic, SJVN, that entire pack taking a knock. Among other things, the broader markets as well. If you pull up the small cap and the mid cap indices, seeing quite a bout of weakness. Now, before I give it to Samina for individual stocks, let me just take a second to explain what really is happening in the counting process and what are the numbers that you should look out for. Now, very clearly, there are several rounds of countings that take place. So you would be seeing different numbers on different television screens right now and wondering what really is happening. The final number, the one that matters, is on the Election Commission website. So let me just put it out there. Now, out of the 504 leads that we have on the NDTV network, out of 543, you have leads for NDA at 276. Remember, the leads convert to a final result, win or lose, for every candidate after all rounds are complete. Now, each round is about 14 EVMs taken to a central hall. The votes from those are counted, written on a blackboard, notified, and then the rest, the next round begins. Now, out of every 5 assembly constituencies in a parliamentary constituency, you will have a VVPAT tally as well. That means that slip that fell in when you voted, and I assume all of you voted, will be verified by the officer in 5 random assembly seats. Once all of that process ends, a lead converts into a result. So you will have to wait and see what the actual final number is. Now, in some seats where there is a large population, you will have obviously more EVMs, more rounds, and a longer time for a lead to convert into a final win or a lose. So I would say right now, no matter what you are hoping the result is, hold your horses. Hold your horses, because what you are seeing are initial leads. Now, right from the start, right from the get-go, we have been saying that you may see us as more conservative than other screens right now on what the final numbers are. That's fine, because we'd rather get it right. This is a very, very important function that we are performing today, and those are the numbers that we want to say. Now that I'm done with that bit, the fact is that the markets are reacting not very positively, Samina, to what the numbers are on the screen right now.
No, and it's no surprises, right? I mean, this is as expected, really. From this morning, there's been a little bit of nervousness, very contrary to what we saw on the scene yesterday. It was buying the rumors, sell the news, and we talked about this extensively yesterday as well. It is looking a little nervous, and that is a given. We're sub 23,000 on the index. The breadth of the market's also quite weak. Nifty Next 50 is down 2.5%, and the broader markets, for a change, are not doing as badly as the benchmark itself. So the Nifty 50, amongst all the stocks, 49 counters are trading lower. You've only got one sole gainer in terms of trade. Well, if you want me to highlight the losers, that might be a little heartbreaking, so I'll just take you through a few gainers in the broader market universe this morning. Sapphire Foods is up 5.5%, so that one looks okay. Sundaram Finance is up 3%. Marico is up 3%. Macrotech, Blue Star, Colgate, very, very industry agnostic in terms of movers today. HUL, defensives are doing well actually. HUL, Nestle, Sapphire are all from the FMCG pack having a positive start. Coforge is trading flat. On the sell side, We've already highlighted a few for you. The Adani stocks are trading weaker. Banks are leading the way in today's losses. Cement counters are weak. Railways are trading slower. OMCs are also seeing a bit of selling pressure that's emerging. So it's really what everything gained in yesterday's trade is pretty much giving back all those gains as we see it right now. Kush, you want to come in on this sub 23,000? What are you doing? Intraday trade very quickly.
Well, we'll wait and watch. I mean, not too far, right, for the final count. And the market, although recovered, I mean, it's still deep in the red. Perhaps a wait and watch at the moment. Just see, if we cross 300, perhaps a 310 as well. I think the markets will take that as a reason to cheer. But, would you go long at the moment? I think I'll, perhaps wait and watch. For sure, the numbers are lesser than what was expected. But the fact that, if the ND can come in, or rather the BJP can come in as close as they can to 270, I think that also could be, an opportunity to buy. For now, just wait and watch.
All right, quick word from Rahul. Rahul, I ended up cutting you because we were going into the pre-open trade. So I just wanted to, see the opening rates. So sorry about that, but to complete, you were making a very important point that even if the BJP gets 273, it would be an astonishing achievement. And, I agree with you there because the bar has been set so high, admittedly, by the BJP itself. And maybe that was part of the election strategy, where no one was even talking about, would you, have the constitutional requirement of crossing the halfway mark by yourself. But the point that you were making was an important one. Do continue.
So, Tamanna, they say sometimes a second is a lifetime during an election cycle. Between when we spoke 10 minutes back and now, I was looking at the numbers on your channel, and there are just about 30 seats left to go with the NDA at about 280. I don't know. I really don't know. So much has changed in the last 7-8 minutes, and it's becoming a little tricky. My heart is beating a little higher because, we derive our income from bull markets. And we were hoping for a different result, and I'll be extremely honest about that. I mean, it doesn't, with 30 seats to go, even if you assume the BJP or the NDA lets 50% of that, you're talking about a number of about 295, 300. You're clearly talking about a BJP minority government here. I don't think they're going to make the halfway mark if these numbers are going to happen. That's a bit of a disappointment from the market standpoint. That's not to talk about my political affiliation in any way, but I think so much was being built in terms of this election outcome. And like I said, I think, had the Prime Minister managed to get even a one-seat majority, I think it would be a remarkable statement of his stature and what he has delivered for the country in the last 10 years. But, Tamanna, just keep an eye on the difference in the seats between the NDA and the others combined. Let's not take anything for granted here. It is a democracy, and you don't know how things will eventually function. Allies can stay allies, allies can drift off, but just keep an eye on the difference. And while the Nifty is down, and rightly so right now by about 500, 600 points, like I was telling Neeraj a little earlier, don't be surprised if the NDS lands up around 300, 310, that this drifts down to about 20,000 by the end of the week. Don't try and catch a falling knife. My humble request to all your viewers, these are retail investors who are putting their hard-earned money through SIPs in the market. Do not try and catch a falling knife. India is still in a very good place, regardless of the government that comes in. Like I said, crude is in a very sweet spot. Your rupee is stable. Your external sector is looking good.